So, Chris, where have you been? What's been going on? There's questions to be answered. There's futures. What's been going on in the world of Chris Cork?
Yeah, sorry everyone. We're going to build this amazing 950 race bike and race it at the race coming up in about 2 weeks' time.
Where is that?
Well, yeah. My bike has been stuck with the radiator guy, which was the first port of call, for 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah. Because the guy who used to do the cores, radiator cores and bend them, he no longer exists. We can't find anyone else. Anyone we can find is really expensive. But we are winning, and we have found the core we need, the curved core we need. But at the minute it's kind of shelved because obviously first race is, well, I'm leaving in 2 weeks' time.
You were taking that bike on that race, weren't you? What are you doing instead of?
So, I just looked at the wrong bike there.
Yeah, we'll come to that one.
So the 990 here, which is kind of my regular run around, I just quickly modified that for the race. Just stiffened up suspension a bit. It already had rear fuel tanks. And the next race is digital rope only, which made things a bit simpler. Already had a nav plate which we developed, probably you've seen that before. And we just modified that so I could put an ICO on there, mobile phone, which will be the digital road books and Bluetooth buttons. Go racing.
Go racing. You're going on the 990.
Mm-hmm.
I've just ridden back on this with you.
You have.
What's going on? It's not orange.
No. A lot of the team had the opportunities to ride different bikes in sort of Spain, the UK, Portugal, and a lot of people went Tenere route and 2 went Tuareg. We have this bike here which we're working on and building into a race bike.
I rode your 990, and what you've done to it is it's the smoothest 990 I've ever ridden.
It is awesome.
And it's lush. And then you said have a go on this, and I must admit I was a bit apprehensive, and I rode it and I thought you had gone mad. I thought this thing is just it's just no. And then you turn the traction control off and it's a completely different animal.
Yes.
So moving it about and using it is yeah, what a beast it can be. And I'm sure once you've developed it, it will be going to a rally. Do you know what rally that will be?
I'm hoping that this time next year it would have got to Dakar. That's all I'm going to say about that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this is Dakar next year. But what about you next year? Because you've had a bit of a kick in with your health this year.
Yeah, I didn't do very well with the old COVID. I had 2 years of antibiotics and steroids, and anyone who's taking those things, it kind of messes you up a bit. Lungs kind of got a beating, and then I got the diagnosis of osteoarthritis, which I'm not surprised about. You know, I'm not young anymore. I've got my body through it, but I was kind of hoping to keep that at bay for another 10 years or something. And it's unfortunate because the 3 things I love doing, which is running, mountain biking and riding motorbikes, they're all the things that cause me pain.
Kind of aggravate it, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah.
And of course when you sort of hear that news, your immediate knee-jerk reaction is, that's it, I'm not carrying on with motorbikes anymore, I'm done. So there's no reason, kind of nothing's been happening for a bit. Yeah. So what people probably want to see is what we've done to the 990 is get it sort of quickly race ready. So what I'll do is I'll show you around that.
So we're back with a 990.
Yeah, and we've had to sort of quickly modify it to do a rally. I say fortunately, digital road book only. Sign of the times, things are changing. I'm not sure about it, but got to crack on, haven't we? So, as you know, we do this nav plate, and normally I have the OEM clock up here. And so very simply, we just fabricated another part to go in there, so I could put trip meter in. and then we've got Bluetooth buttons, and hopefully if I press this button, yeah, we have a road book, and if I press these buttons we can control the echo. And that is really as simple as it is. I've had to put a fuel light in there because obviously I've got rid of dash, and put a Tuareg temperature sensor in there. What else? There's not a lot else I had to do, just sort of put some heavier oil in the forks and just stiffen it up and put the preload a bit on the rear, because obviously it's going to be going a bit faster than it normally does through a desert. And that's it.